a sec. 2, 1, go.
Any minute.
So pause Znernicus for a sec. Perfect. Okay, so and we're off. Polly misses the Klungo cutscene skip, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Znernicus gets it. Ooh, but he misses the shoes. He has to
Oh
jump back
no.
up for it. Oh no, he missed
Oh
it
no, it's
again!
again.
Alright, that's gonna give Polly a little bit of time to catch up here. Oh no.
Yeah, it's about half the time that Polly lost, gained right back.
What's your countdown on Znernicus here? Just so our timers are about the same.
I'm at 53, 54, 55.
Okay, I'm at
56.
57, 58. I'll pause for like
Yeah.
3
But we're
seconds.
pretty synced. We're synced.
Okay, well I just paused for like 3 seconds, so. So
But
now I got 104, 105, 106.
hold on. I did not see what Znernicus got.
Znernicus
green
got
eye.
green potion, yep.
Polly unfortunately getting Big Klungus first.
Yep. However, it's a nice safe one. It looked like Znernicus accidentally messed up his egg shot to Klungo, and he only pooped an egg, but unfortunately the pooped egg doesn't go far enough. And Klungo is running in the
And
opposite direction. I think
yeah,
Znernicus is going to
Klungus.
end up missing a cycle. Oh!
No, he gets it.
Got the egg snipe right at the very last second. That was very close.
Yeah, it
That
was.
was a very close 2-cycle.
He was just turning visible again.
Yeah.
So they get the kill about the same time, but Znernicus is really far away from the gate. Polly with red potion able to be right up on it.
Alright, Polly going through the loading zone a couple seconds ahead. It looks like he's going to be maybe 5 or 6 seconds ahead of Znernicus at this point. Maybe just a little bit less, but... Znernicus sporting the infamous T-jump, which gets him up there on the first try. Polly doing his beak bust just a little bit too early, rubbing up against the side of the house. Needs to wait just a little bit longer, and he makes it.
Yep. Patience is the key with these tricks.
So Znernicus taking the lead once again in this race, but who knows how long it'll last. Znernicus said he was doing some practice runs before the race, and he wasn't getting anywhere close to his PB of 46.09, but however, Polly has a PB of 50.32 right now, and he said that was during his last race, which was the last time he played, so he's going to need all the time save he can get, and he's going to have to hope Znernicus makes a couple mistakes here and there, I think.
Makes you wonder if this is going to be one of those cases where he just keeps getting better and shattering his PB early on.
Yeah. But as we've seen, a lot of runners have gotten PBs in the tournament who have times of like plus 50 minutes or like plus 48 minutes. But even if they're on like a heavy PB pace, there's also Hag 1 to consider too. Hag 1 has definitely put an end to a few runs. Not too many runners have died to Hag 1, but there have been a couple deaths in this tournament so far.
Yeah, I think it's only like 3. It hasn't been too bad so far.
Yeah, unfortunately we saw one yesterday as well.
Znernicus is like A frame 60 text cancel there. Mumbo token rolling in his sleep.
Yeah, I mean that text cancel was a significant one. That wasn't just frames. That was a second. If jam jars
Oh, it was
says
a
more than
very
one
nice
word
text
on
cancel
your,
there.
pardon? Oh yeah, yeah. If jam jars says more than one word on your screen, you know you forgot to press a button.
Znernicus struggling
Znernicus
to set up here.
can't get onto the wooden frame, but he makes it first try in.
One
So
beak bust, very nice.
yeah, one beak bust is what you just gotta hope for. And Polly gets it too.
Ollie
One beak
also,
bust.
wow.
Oh my god. I think that's the first time that's happened this tournament.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, well that definitely evens the gap out a little bit. I thought maybe either of the players would, catch up to each other on that, but I mean, Znernicus is having a little bit of trouble setting up his GGM early, but I mean, still getting it first try. It's like all you can hope for, really, when you're going for it.
Yeah. But missing the note there, not too bad.
Polly with some pretty good note collection on his side. Doesn't take the boulder top, so he has to kind of walk around a little bit. Gets a 6 on the gate timer.
Both runners getting a 6. I don't think either of them took damage in Klungo. Polly opting to do the safe flutter down.
Yeah, so
Still splats.
Polly's gonna have to take another 2 damage on the Yeehaw. I always feel so worried when I fall down the waterfall when
I know, dude.
without Talon Trot. The camera just goes to the side and you're like, I don't know where to go, and you don't want to land in the water on either side. Alright, Znernicus taking his Death Warp out of here. Polly just behind him. Lost a little bit of time on the waterfall, but he's tailing. Just by a little bit. Now it's time for the fan favorite section of GGM. The detonator section.
Detonation.
Polly having to go back a second try for the Globo. The Globo just jumps out of the way too fast sometimes, At least we haven't seen any really terrible Globo placement from any runners this tournament so far.
Goodness, yeah.
Sometimes the Globo can be on the bottom side of the crest of the far side of the hill, and you have to jump maximum distance for it. Ooh, I thought Znernicus was going to miss that punch.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's close but good.
Yeah. Getting him to punch you on the far side into the direction of the loading zone can be difficult sometimes.
Polly taking the high jump, so we'll see the Yeehaw go back in the ground.
Yeah.
Don't high jump there, folks.
Yeah. Polly taking a second damage off the Yeehaw. I don't think he knows that detonating on top of the TNT box gives you 3 damage instead of just 2. Because he did this in his last race as well. Taking damage off the box gets you 2 honeycombs, and your self-detonation is an additional 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3. This math lesson has been brought to you by twitch.tv/banjorace.
You're welcome. Oh, Znernicus taking a dip there. Making sure his detonator is clean for this levitation. Easy first try.
Optimal Bex jump off of the Jiggy as well. Now he's going up the glitter pile, collecting the notes, and he'll be done his detonator section. Polly's got
Polly
a
with
little...
a nice jump around.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really far up, going into the water and
Yeah,
unfortunately missing.
yeah. If you're that far up when you get into the water, it's important to note that you want to hold neutral stick. You don't want to press up because when you're pressing up against the wall, you kind of ride up it slower because Banjo's trying to move forward against it. But if you don't touch your stick at all, you'll rise to the surface as fast as you can. Not employed by Polly though. Polly's done his detonator section. Znernicus makes it past his first Jam Jars trial.
I just noticed this. Both runners actually gold splitting their detonator sections. Shout outs to that.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, Znernicus had a really great detonator section, like...
Yeah, he did.
Ooh, misses the boulder
Ooh,
though.
missing the boulder.
Yeah, I don't think anything really went wrong for Znernicus on that segment.
Just that
Polly's...
small dip on the way to levitation.
Yeah.
Not that major.
Polly's segment could have been a little better with the extra damage and missing the detonator levitation once, but other than that, the movement was pretty okay. Now Znernicus is on his way to Generator Cavern, and he's gonna go
Looks
for
like
the
he's going for the
fast
fast
jump.
strat.
Easy every time.
Ooh, nicely done.
Using the light, the lamp on the wall is a very good visual cue to know when to do the jump there, or when to do the beak bust. Sorry. Ooh, Polly gets stuck on the light. And he's on his way to do his his generator cavern. I almost said detonator again. Detonator
A little
cavern.
excited there. Ooh, that looked a little sketchy.
Yeah, sometimes you don't jump very fast off that second lamp. Polly taking the safe recoil down of generator as Znernicus is finally out of GGM. On his way to take two more shots at the Jam Jars lottery. Fire eggs
no.
strikes again. I said yesterday, fire eggs and bill drill every time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yet we all saw it coming.
Yep. And Polly's on his way out now. And breaking the trend, for once, someone who's actually in the lead gets the bonk. But who knows, Polly could bonk on fire eggs too.
Let's say, you
Out
say
his
that
time
now.
save.
Znernicus missing the note. Polly not bonking.
Znernicus also had a very fast fire switch too. It looks like Polly is
Yeah,
coming up here to grab a few extra feathers.
That looks good.
Fire egg.
Nice.
With 60 feathers, it looks like Polly's prepping for quite the Jade Snake Grove early. But at least he's got the safe number. He won't ever have to worry about feathers again in his route. I can't think of like any MT route a player could take that uses 60 feathers. The level just isn't that big.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably making out of grenade eggs just fine. And he's on his way to go do his first puzzle as well. Znernicus having a pretty decent looking puzzle, but ooh, he puts the wrong piece in.
Yeah, that was a good spread, and he played it well by going to the bottom first.
Lost Lost a couple seconds there, but that's just what jam jars do. Meanwhile, Polly is just on the other side of the puzzle, almost finishing his Jiggy Wiggy cutscene here, so he's gonna start up his MT puzzle. Let's see if Polly can break Znernicus' 91 and save a little bit more time.
I'm not a fan of this spread.
Yeah, all the pieces broke to the middle, but there's just a little bit of movement you need to do. So Polly with the 87, having a little bit of trouble on the last piece. But puzzles are puzzles. Puzzles be puzzling. Alright, now we get to see Znernicus leave Jiggy Wiggy's temple. He's finished his cutscene as Polly is just starting it. So we're going to get to see some Jade Snake Grove early action coming from his side first.
MT once the most boring level in any percent, now the most exciting.
Yeah, it really was. Alright, Znernicus going for the flap over. Just a little bit too low. I think he was angled a little bit too straight. Oh wow, and he gets the fast backup. The fast backup takes, I think it takes a lot of practice to get good at.
Yeah, that looked real good.
Yeah. To do the fast backup, you have to use 2 feathers instead of just 1, and using 2 feathers means Banjo elevates really, really fast. So you need to have really good timing for when you beak bomb through the hole at the top of the door. A little bit of sloppiness from both players here. Znernicus misses his beak bust up to the white Jinjo as Polly misses his bill drill on the rock.
Polly's not setting his angle. Yep.
Polly was a little bit too far to the right, and he's going for the slower setup, or the slower backup. Using 1 feather twice. But he gets it with...
Is it in there?
I've never... Oh no, Znernicus!
Oh no, the Moggy!
Znernicus died off the Moggy! Oh no, this puts...
Oh no.
I don't know if this is going to put
Polly
Polly in the lead, because he still has to watch the Jinjo cutscene. Oh, the Mogi ran right in the way at just the wrong time. Oh no.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that guy ruining some people's day.
Okay, Znernicus makes it through just fine, but I mean the race suddenly just got really close. Like Polly isn't gonna be behind Znernicus by like more than 5 or 6 seconds now, I think.
Wow, dude.
Oh my goodness. I was just about to say before that happened, Polly had a really interesting strat here. I thought he was gonna die on the fire there too.
That was close.
Anyway, what I was saying is Polly had a really interesting backup for his Jade Snake Grove early. He attempted it the first time in first person, and when he failed it, he went for the backup in third person. So I've never seen a player do both strats here.
Probably with a really nice depth to the snake, able to just stand and shoot.
Yeah. I thought he was going to bonk off the snake for sure at that distance, but I guess he knew what he was doing. Znernicus has to land for the Jinjo. Ooh, so will Polly.
Yep. Feels like really in these races, either both or neither player has to land at the Jinjo.
Yeah. Polly taking a very safe beak bomb down, but misses the note.
Really interesting. He sets up all of his beak bombs in third person.
Alright, it just goes to show that, playing BK.
Yeah, right.
Using third-person flight in Mayhem Temple is really laggy, actually. There's a lot of stuff that you can cut out just by looking in first person, and it does take a
Yeah.
second to get into your first person view, but it also uses way less feathers to fly up as well.
Target Dan's Temple in particular generates so much lag when you're looking at it.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
Znernicus
Znernicus missing
misses
the
the
trouble.
treble clef, but he's probably just gonna go grab it on his way to prison compound. Good on him for remembering to leave it at that. Polly starting his flies now. Having a
Dude, this one dude.
very bad flies though. But the last one luckily gave him some leeway there. I think Polly is going to be ahead of Znernicus now entering prison compound. He still has to go back for the Jinjo, but
Just barely.
yep,
If at all, they're
Polly's.
basically tied now. Oh,
Ooh, Polly
Polly's
misses the
splatting,
loading zone.
Znernicus getting in the loading zone.
Alright, Znernicus still in the lead, but only by like a second. Anything can change here at prison code, so let's see what these players get. Alright, Znernicus not out of luck. No first try code. So Polly gets first try code. Let's go for
Znernicus was second, not too bad.
Second try codes are pretty okay. Missing the bill drill on the rock is going to cost Polly another couple seconds, though. Znernicus
like a
also
second
had
in the other direction.
Znernicus also had a pretty good Dilberta position as well, so he didn't have to wait so long for her to run into the loading zone. This is intense. This race is really close.
Yeah, this is seriously close.
Ooh, Polly having a little bit of time getting over, and now they're basically synced, but Znernicus having the slight upper hand, ahead by maybe a half a second, leaving GGM. Both entering the water and diving at the same time. I love when I see stuff happen at the same time.
I know. It's so satisfying.
Alright, let's see how the pillars are going to be for both. Both players having first try pillars would be excellent.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, Znernicus tripping off of his first pillar.
Jump.
Polly with a bit of a shaky
perfectly
jump.
set up. Ah, still missing it.
Yes. Ooh, Znernicus
Znernicus
misses
also
as well.
falling. This looks a lot better. Oh my goodness.
Polly's waiting.
Too early.
Yeah, he's not beak busting too early, he's flapping too early. That early flap is really costing him a lot of distance. Znernicus makes it to the top of his pillars second try. Yeah, Polly needs to hold his jump for just a little bit longer. There we go, makes it up the first one. Onto the second one. Ooh, another slightly early flap. Looks like Polly's done with the boulder.
It is the hardest pillar, man. That boulder is a troll.
Oh no, Polly's still having problems. Still having problems with his pillar jump there. Znernicus has already gotten the Swamp Jiggy. He's on his way out of MT in a sec. That was a good pillar jump.
There
Okay, one more, Polly. Just one more.
Set it up.
That was a good looking jump.
Beautiful.
Yep,
yes, it was.
Okay.
And Polly not out of it yet.
Yep. I mean, Znernicus was ahead before, and costly death definitely helped Polly catch up, so who's to say that won't happen again?
JRL swim could mess anyone up.
Znernicus with an 84 puzzle. Let's go ahead and swap the audio back. Both players with the instant warp back to the entrance. Probably with the interesting splits. Splits on the prison code, and then the next time he splits is after the puzzles.
Hmm. I don't think I've seen that before. Znernicus also not splitting between opening MT and entering prison compound.
Yeah, he splits on flies. Oh, oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's entering
okay.
compound.
Oh, okay. You said opening compound. Maybe.
Oh, my bad. You know what I meant.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't used to either. I used to split on open MT and then flies, but I put in a Jade Snake split just because all the cool kids were doing it.
Yeah, dude, I used to not have a split between Jade Snake and then the end of opening JRL. It's like an 8-minute split.
Yeah. Znernicus getting an 84 on his Witchy World. 84 GGM, 84 Witchy World.
84 JRL would be unreal.
Yeah, a third 84 in a row. I couldn't imagine that. Polly with an 83 GGM on his puzzle. Right now, Znernicus is only one puzzle ahead, but I mean, that's a lot of time. A lot of time
Yeah.
doing the puzzle, plus the beginning of the cutscene as well. Ooh, I really like that puzzle split up that Znernicus got on his JRL puzzle there.
Yeah, this is nice. Ah.
It's a 77 on that one. Had a little bit of trouble picking up some pieces and putting them where they don't belong. Yeah, I don't care if that puzzle looked fast or not from how it split up. It looked fun.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just a big circle around the board, basically.
Yeah. I love it when the puzzles are fun to put together.
Right?
Not like, you know, 3 pieces on the left, split up far to the right, and they're your last ones, and you just gotta put them in one by one.
Yeah.
Znernicus on his reset now. As Polly just finishes his Witchy World opening cutscene, so he's got one more puzzle to do. Not sure what Znernicus was doing there. Wanted to take the scenic route around Jinjo Village to the silo. I thought he was going to go grab a feather nest at first, but then he just kind of didn't. Znernicus did grab an extra feather nest in Mayhem Temple the first time he failed, or the first time when he died to the Mogi, so he's definitely got enough feathers. Polly finishing his puzzles. Still ahead of his PB. Meanwhile, Znernicus just running around in a circle, collecting some notes. Every time I see, this is the second or third time I've seen this in the tournament now, a player will jump over the split up pads on top of the silo to learn split up and not get the text right away from jam jars. And I keep thinking like, oh man, that'd be so cool if you didn't get that text in this category.
I know, right?
But then you're right next to the split up pads anyway after the
Yeah.
move and you get it right away. So.
You would get it in plateau anyway.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to split up once after all. Alright, Znernicus reset it out of Witchy World as Polly is just passing the ticket box, which is closed. Which is really weird because there isn't really any rides that use tickets other than viewing the big top.
You know, as soon as our boy Sleuth comes through with Wasteland early, maybe we can skip the split up text once and for all.
Yeah, that would be the day for sure. Polly going for the note by Madame Grunty here, so he doesn't have to grab the one by Talon Torpedo. Makes the swim a little bit safer at the cost of not much time at all, because swimming out of the way to grab that note uses a little bit of time, but so does walking to go grab that note.
Alright.
I was worried about that one. Thought it might have been a little bit too high on that grenade shot, but worked just fine. Znernicus now on his way to Clifftop. Confidently passing by Ice Eggs. Not a care in the world.
This troll, not even close.
Alright, Znernicus makes it into JRL without getting meme signed. Hopefully he'll remember it on the way out. A lot of runners are always really conscious out. It's nope. Just instantly forget. The range you have to be to like dodge the sign text is really throws people off sometimes.
Alternatively, you could just be iCub, say screw it, and run full force into the sign. Not a care in the world.
Znernicus opting to swim just a little bit further into the center of the lake before diving down, just to make sure he's got all the time he can get to the top of the electric eel layer. Hopefully he doesn't get bitten by the octopus. And he makes it around just fine.
Easy. So Polly looking like he's about a minute and a half behind right now, but on pace for his first sub 50, so still plenty for him to be really happy about right now.
Yep, I said before it would take a lot of time loss for Znernicus to come down to that. Just a little bit too big of a discrepancy between the PBs, but we've seen a lot of bad stuff happen so far.
Yeah,
Znernicus
looks like the eels are going to be nice.
Yeah, straight for the surface here. Got caught on the door a little bit. Polly is just starting his dive down as Znernicus finishes his death warp on the torch. Pretty clear sailing from here. Again, like as is in most cases with this kind of a lead, it would take probably a death to Hag 1 in order for Polly to catch up at this point.
Polly getting a love tap. Two love
Ooh, gets
taps.
tapped twice. Polly's gonna have to get some air in Seaweed Sanctum.
Well, he doesn't need the note, so he might still be able to make it if he just swims straight up.
I don't think
He's
so.
not he's not even playing with it.
Yeah. It takes a long time to get to the surface from the entrance to Atlantis. I absolutely... I mean, it's only like 5 seconds out of the way or something like that to grab the note, but I still don't think Polly would have had time to to make it all the way to the top, even with dodging the note.
Not with 2 taps.
Yeah. It's... Because getting tapped is... It's like a double punish, because not only do you lose time in your swim, which is already like very, very like intense, but you also lose health, which is another thing that requires you to get to the surface.
Yep. So interesting, Polly still got the note on top of the temple, so I guess he just doesn't get the second one after Clockworks.
Yeah. It just saves a flat flip, but doing a flat flip is definitely... Doing a flat flip is definitely better than grabbing the note by Madame Grunty.
Znernicus with the Tudo strategy of grenading everything in sight.
Ooh. Yeah, the grenades I think were a mistake.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would have had grenades on though. Don't your eggs reset to blue when you reset after Witchy World?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. You don't fire grenades at anything.
I don't know. We all have brain farts sometimes.
Yeah. Alright, Znernicus.
Nice for Polly, he can't get red potion second.
Yeah. Hopefully he has a better green potion showing than Znernicus did at the beginning of the race, though. If he does get green, and if he gets blue, hopefully he doesn't get trolled around by the clones.
Mm-hmm. It looks like our runners will be roughly perfectly spaced for us to watch Hag 4 or the Hag 1 cutscene 4 times.
Uninterrupted, so you can pay close attention to either side.
Gotta watch that one text cancel. See who's saving the frames. Polly with blue potion. In my opinion, a bit easier than green.
Oh, Polly, gotta go into C-Up. Gotta egg aim. Ah, and he missed the cycle. See when...
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. He missed the clone, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he hit it.
Huh. I didn't hear. Yeah. I thought he just walked around. But yeah, again, egg shot just with ZC up, or they're slow, they crack really early.
Takes forever to come out, and Klunga 2 is pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh well, Polly's done his Klungo 2 now. On his way to go learn Clockworks to finish up the last leg of his race. Znernicus just finishing his first cutscene here. What happened to Poly 10? He had a bad time at pillars.
Still on PB pace though.
Yep. Still 9 seconds ahead of his PB at this point, so.
Has the capability of getting sub 50 still.
Yeah. He has 30
Yep.
seconds to save over his PB on this split here, so. Well, 28, but 28's still enough to do it if he has a really good Hag 1 fight.
Best possible 49.54.
No 10. Everything. He had to air up in JRL because he got hit by the octopus a couple times, but yeah, it was mainly pillars.
And you take out that Death and MT, and Znernicus is very close to a PB on this run.
Yeah.
Really solid everywhere else.
Yeah, that Death and MT is really costly with the new any % route just because of how long it takes to do Jade Snake Grove early. I mean, it's still very fast. Like getting to the flight pad and doing the trick itself is probably like maybe 20 seconds in total. But I mean, it's still 20 seconds plus going through, so plus you got the animation of the death warp and everything. Znernicus doing grenade egg strats too. His best Hag 1 split here is a 640, so he could save a lot of time on here if he has really optimal shooting. I really hope he doesn't cut it as close as he did on that last shot, though. He didn't move out of the way very far and almost got hit by Hag 1 there. But if he plays it a little bit safer and moves a little bit more out of the way, he should have no problem at all.
Oh, the clockwork!
Oh no, he fires a clockwork at Grundy. At Connor75. Okay. Makes it through his next cycle. And Poly is on his way to enter his fuel storage, so that way he can join Znernicus in his fight. Grenade shots there. Nice and steady shots. I like to see that. Poly just about to start his Hag 1 fight in a second. Aside from the one clockwork shot, Znernicus has had a pretty clean Hag 1 so far. Let's see how Poly handles his first shooting phase here. Poly opting to use just fire eggs, but his aim was pretty quick. It's really hard to get a good aim on Grunty when you're so far away, but as long as you're not getting hit by her spells. Uh-oh, Znernicus' aim a little bit off. doesn't let up the barrage though. It's so laggy to do that, but at the same time, like if you miss your grenade shots on Hag 1, repositioning back to fire eggs and then like redoing the quick shot is just it's really hard to do when you're flustered.
And at that point, you wonder if you just resign to shooting fire eggs or if you just unload like Znernicus did.
Usually I unload and I hope I can aim fast enough to hit.
Good old spray and pray.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're dodging the shots, you can continuously fire grenade eggs, but if that happens to Znernicus one more time, he's gonna probably run out of grenade
oh
eggs.
No! Yeah, he was hoping to wait out the nest there.
Yeah.
He even got shocked for it, but didn't quite wait long enough. Really laggy. It took a long time to rotate.
Yeah, Znernicus is just going for fire eggs this time.
9 grenades. He actually had enough.
Yeah. He had enough, but I think he fired like 13. Something like that.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you make it through the fight, who cares what happens in. And he's got such a sizable lead at this point, he can play it as safe as he needs to. Alright, Znernicus starting his third phase of the grunty fight. Fight to the death. Switching up to blue eggs. Znernicus knows his egg swap strats here. And it looks like the Ugger's on the other side of the arena, so he'll probably be able to finish this phase without any problems from it.
Probably at the back of Hag 1 eating so much lag.
Yeah.
Getting ready to blow up his first battery.
The exhaust fumes definitely eat up the screen a little bit. Oh no, Znernicus. Oh, okay.
Alright, he's fine.
Aiming up. And
And GG.
Znernicus finishes his race with a 47-18.
Very nicely done. Still a solid Hag 1 fight.
No. As long as you don't die.
Who cares?
Who cares? Who cares? Alright. So Poli continuing on with his Hag 1 fight. On the second battery phase shooting cycle here. Switching his eggs before starting to move. I was worried. I was worried, but
that was cutting it close. Oh, the Ugger. Okay.
Yeah. Poli opposite. Blow up the left battery second, which is always really dangerous. But as long as you can dodge the Ugger, it's all good.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing he drew that aggro, because then Doofus had to yell at him instead of just walking in his way. Alright, Poli on the last stretch here.
Yep, still got lots of health, so everything should be pretty straightforward for the rest of the fight. I mean, the Uggers control you, but hopefully they'll leave him alone. Ooh, starts moving a little too late. Oh no!
Oh no! He's gotta get the health. Oh!
Okay. Uh-oh, the Ugger sees him. Oh no, he's trapped against the wall! He needs to get out of there. I would collect that second health he's got over on the side there too, before he's got 2 Uggers to worry about.
He's going for it.
Ooh, this is... I don't know where the Ugger's gonna be. There's a chance he could be right on top of him and take damage the moment the phase ends. Ooh, blindly trying to get into the... Ooh. Oh, he's just going for it. He's just going for it.
He's going for it. He wants the sub 50.
Come on, Poli, move! Ah, and he gets
Nice.
it! 49-48. Oh my goodness. that
Big
that was
45-second PB for ProfPoli. Very nice.